And on that note,
On that fucking note, I gotta get that fucking thing up. Anyways, oh my god, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Absolute Zero's podcast. Um, I am one of your hosts, Josh, and yes, we're late again because when are we ever on time? That's that's a very good question. When are we ever on time? Anyways, um, with me tonight we have Alessandro.
Oh,
Sound like a dead cat.
I just yawned in the middle of it. Hey guys, how are we going?
We have Evan. Evan,
I'm here. Am I not?
you had
No,
your
Am I?
mic muted again.
Damn it. Yes, I'm here.
And we have Steven.
My name is Gus. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, your name is Jack. Number 5.
Jack.
you, and your fucking Facebook photo.
in this jack off of a podcast, I am the fifth Jack.
All Jack.
Oh my god, Jack. Anyways,
Come back next time for the same Jack channel, same Jack place.
it's so much funnier
Jeff
than it
pops up
should.
and he just goes, "What? Like, get out of here!"
That's so much funnier than it should be. Oh my god. Anyway, so yeah, tonight we're gonna be talking about Rooster Teeth shit. We're talking about comic book shit. Um, Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill are gonna be in the CW's Crisis on Infinite Earths. So, do you guys follow the CW DC shows at all?
I used to. Actually, I finished Arrow because I really liked that. Flash, no. Supergirl, no. DC Legends of Tomorrow, no. So no.
I tried watching Supergirl, and I got like 2 episodes in.
Same.
Trash.
Yeah.
And then I went back and tried to watch it again, like a season or so in,
Mhm.
and it was still trash. And I couldn't believe how bad it was. But and then after the Batwoman, whatever the new one with Ruby Rose is, after that trailer, I'm just gonna watch the highlight reel of it crash and burn.
I used to. I started with Arrow back when it was on like its 5th season or something, and I was watching it on Netflix. And there's just so much,
Yeah.
you know, where it's just like there's no way I can physically catch up with this without just making this my life for a year.
Right, because now there's Arrow, which is actually going to finish its 8th season, and that's going to be it. It's done after 8 seasons. There's Flash, there's Legends of Tomorrow, Supergirl, there is Black Lightning, there's...
Black Lightning's in its own little universe though, so that's why I'm like, okay, well,
yeah, but they're gonna be bringing him in to the this crossover event. Yeah, which is weird, but
I,
they also have they have the new Batwoman TV show. It's oh my god, that just doesn't look very good at all.
I have not seen the trailer for Batwoman.
You're not
you
missing
need to.
much.
I'm
You
scared.
know, you need to. It's good for like the first minute and a half, and then it just takes like a full left turn into insanity.
It takes a
I've been
full
watching-
shit on your dick.
I've been watching when the Quartering has made videos on it. I've watched those, and I don't really I watch them more like just sit there and listen to them because I like hearing him rant about it.
Yeah, he rants about everything though. So.
I think it could be good. Like I think it might surprise people honestly because if you think it's gonna be this bad, and then it comes out. What are you gonna do if it's actually pretty good?
But the problem is it's from the people who made Supergirl, which
I have
was
not seen Supergirl.
which is along the same lines as the nonsense that the Batgirl trailer went through. Like, shit on your dick. Yay, women better than you. And like really not subtle sexist tropes that are just like in your face. Like, do you get it? Do you get it? He does this
Yeah.
he doesn't like women.
That's okay.
Like on his planet, women bow down to the men. Get it? Get it? Sexism.
No, it's just like this thing of just berating you with it. Okay, I get it. Yeah, that was what ruined. That was kind of what ruined Captain Marvel to me. Not to take this too off topic, but I didn't think that movie was that bad, and I don't know. If I watch this, it might not be that bad, honestly.
I mean, I think the biggest problem with Captain Marvel was nothing to do with the film. It was
The
100
actor outside of film.
Brie Larson outside in interviews, just flapping her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
like,
honestly just couldn't shut up.
she made that one comment that there's too many white males.
Oh yeah, where the Wrinkle in Time.
I'm not here to
Thing where she
please
said,
white
"I don't-"
men.
Yeah,
I
but
don't-
but it was specifically targeting the reporters who were given the interviews, the journalists giving the interviews
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
for
Yeah.
movies and stuff. Like, there's too many white male, and it's like, hey, that's a really weird thing to say, but sure. It's just, I saw the film in theaters. I thought it was pretty good.
It's good to an extent, but it's not that good.
There's
I,
things that could have been better.
right. I think I just enjoyed Samuel L. Jackson and seeing forgotten his name. The dude who dies in Avengers.
Colson?
Yeah, seeing
Coulson.
Colton
Yeah,
again.
Coulson.
Yeah. I think it was more nostalgia than anything that made me like the film.
Well, I mean, have you seen Agents of Shield? Because he's in that, or was in that.
It's
It's not. It ended, but-
I've seen it once it started going down the once they explained how they brought him back to life, I kind of just went, I'm good. I'm out. This is weird.
Yeah.
I can never get past the first 2 episodes, no matter how.
Well, the first 2 episodes of almost any show are
No,
pretty.
no, dude, I can't sit through the second episode at all. I start watching it, and my body's like, "Oh, this is boring." I fall asleep. I could be wired, like I could be wide awake. I'll immediately fall asleep right after.
I have a thing that if a show cannot hook me for the first episode, it will never recover. I haven't been proven wrong since. So it's a lot of fucking anime. And that rule applies so well to anime because if the first episode's shit, the rest of the show is going to be shit, no matter what it is.
I wouldn't say that for anime. I mean, I've seen some pretty awesome series that have had shit first episodes.
So some pretty incredible first episodes that the rest of the show was fucking terrible.
Say.
Shit. What was that anime that had the chick wake up naked in the facility and just graphically murder everybody? Something
Elfen
lies.
Lied. It's
That
called
one.
Elfen Lied.
That is the best fucking opening to any TV show I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
And then it shits the bed. The episodes. And just gets like turns into a normal anime after that.
So basically, what you're saying is that the expectations that were set were not met by the rest of this the
True.
show. Where you're just like, oh my god, this is so crazy. I wonder what episode 2 is gonna be like, and then it's just like them eating ramen for 30 minutes. You're like, oh,
And
okay.
the creepiest sexual innuendos I've ever seen in an anime. Change you and put your panties on. Oops, I fell into your vagina. What?
I mean,
Fuck.
That sounds amazing.
if we're talking about anime and sexual innuendos, can we just talk about High School DxD? Have you seen that?
Yes.
Nope, I refuse to.
It's my favorite fucking
It's
anime.
so good.
It's
because
amazing.
so insane.
But it's I legitimately like I watch that show usually because I'm like, oh, anime titties. I love my anime titties. I stuck around with that show because I actually really enjoyed the plot of it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When you tell people about that show, they're just like, "Oh, you like it because it's extremely sexual." No, the plot is just out there.
Yeah.
It's like, first of all, there's an anime in the show called Dragon Boy Z.
There.
It's like, second of all, it shares the same universe as Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Basically about chess.
Yeah, it's like it's an anime about chess, but it's very sexual and somehow includes Norse mythology.
Yeah, somehow. And just
It's just the best ecchi anime out there. It really
I,
is.
I agree with that.
The uncensored version is even better too.
Oh, it is. It is really.
It's just so very fucking hard to get a hold of.
Don't watch. Funimation has it, but don't watch it with other people. That is something to watch on your own.
I watched Girls Bravo
Oh God.
when we first when we first started when we first started living together. That was the first anime we ever watched together.
Oh boy.
I still love that fucking thing.
Is this Boku no Piku levels?
No.
Okay. It's still going on.
I don't know how to explain Girls Bravo. It's just a show about fan service, and that's about it.
It's been going on for 15 years.
What is?
Bravo.
Is that me?
Someone okay there?
Yeah, I'm all right. Was that me?
I don't know.
Everyone can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
It's funny because the first anime I ever watched was High School DxD. I watched it, I'm like, this is amazing.
Who is that?
Dude.
Last episode, like, this is.
So someone's got mad background noise.
That's me. My family's in the... For background noise, that's me. But for the weird connection thing, I don't know.
That's probably Steven.
It might be me, it might not be me.
I have no clue what happened there.
Well, it's fine. But DxD is your first anime.
That was the first anime I ever watched.
That's kind of setting yourself up for disappointment from every other anime out there.
True.
I have watched a few animes that have disappointed me. I then all of a sudden decided I then went to Rosario Vampire, which was a little bit more tame until the last episode, and then it just throws everything out the window. I just, for some reason, I have Funimation. I looked at it and I was like, oh, all of Dragon Ball is on here. I should watch this from the start. First episode, let's do this. I saw how many episodes there were. I was like, oh my god, what the hell?
I did the same with One Piece. I've
Yeah.
talked about this before, how I just got heavy into One Piece.
Yeah.
There's literally a segment with 32 plus episodes where they jump a fucking bridge.
What?
So they're sieging a castle. They jump a trolley across a bridge. 30 some episodes. You learn about what every single person on that battlefield is doing right before the cart jumps. Cart jump for 30 episodes before it finally fucking lands.
Huh.
But you learn but you learn every minor character, every villain, every minor villain, every nobody character.
Is
You
there-
learn what everybody was doing in
Is there
that
a reason
entire
behind it?
Talk
Like,
about
for taking
character
32
development.
episodes?
pattern. Pure
Apparently.
pattern and pure filler.
Talk
no
about
other
I've heard of
extreme
filler,
character
but that's
development.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like 1,000 episodes, so
Almost 1,000. Yeah.
I gave up at like 500 or 600. But
I gave up on Dragon Ball and then I started getting back. I'm back on it now. I don't
Are
even
you
think
talking
I'm
the
past
original
first
Dragon Ball?
season. Yes.
because
Oh,
Dragon
geez.
Ball is impossible to get into.
Yeah, I'm watching the original Dragon Ball. I like I said, I started watching it, got out of it when I saw how many episodes there were. I'm back in it.
I watched Dragon Ball Z for the first time last month. Never seen an episode.
Oh my god.
Got my hands
I've never
on
watched
the
any of
DVD.
it.
It's good and god awful at the same time.
Now you got to watch the abridged version from Team 4-Star.
I have. It is so much better.
It is. It really is.
That's what I should just do is just watch all the abridged episodes and get caught up, like, and just get caught up and be like, I'm all caught up. Like, how did you do that so fast? Abridged. I am a man of culture. Get on my level.
It's like you watch all 3 arcs, all the 3 first arcs in 5 hours.
That'd just be such a great way to do it.
There we go.
Oh my god.
So, I was looking around Facebook and saw this weird ass story of a man who carried an assault rifle into Starbucks.
Yes.
Give me a second.
Yeah, but people have been doing that for years,
coffee
man.
doer, based coffee shop guy. All right.
People have been doing that for years.
Yeah.
All right.
Did it happen in Texas?
It doesn't say, but it probably did.
Yeah.
Carries-
Yeah, but if that's in Texas, that's legal though, right?
See,
Maybe, I think. I don't
photo
know.
of man.
Yes,
photo
Texas
of man
has
with
an open carry.
semi-automatic rifle.
Texas
Yeah,
hasn't. No, it's literally open carry. Texas is not gonna open carry whatever you want.
Also, I would like to point out that that's not an assault rifle. That's a semi-automatic rifle.
Yeah.
Well, specifically in military terms refers to a select fire rifle with full auto and semi-auto capabilities.
I mean,
Or
most
no,
of them-
basically
my
the
grandfather's
Texan
on
of
the
Canada. So
back.
yes, I've shot and owned
Right.
guns. It's not the most ridiculous one I've seen. The most ridiculous one I saw was 2 guys in full plate armor, tack vests, with masks, with ski masks, both carrying loaded rifles with loaded handguns, walked into a cop station.
Oh God,
Oh, that's.
that's
How did
asking
you
to
kill
that's
all the
asking to
crazy
get arrested.
steps?
They literally had 40 cops pull guns on them the second they walked through the door,
I wonder why.
and they live streamed it too. It was just like,
God,
like, what are you thinking?
Oh, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank.
God.
Look,
If they
they're
did
like Second
that, I
Amendment,
would
man.
not
Second
fault the
Amendment.
cops for shooting him.
So, Okay, I
Oh,
looked up.
they got fucking close.
I bet they did. I looked up the photo of the Starbucks semi-automatic rifle dude. That photo was taken back in 2013.
Ow.
Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the open carry rifle guys are some of the weirdest people I've ever read up on online because they'll just walk around with an AR strapped to their chest for no reason.
It's like I'm
And,
expressing my
and, and,
rights. La,
I'm
la, la,
doing
la,
it
la.
because I can.
but then when the cop asks them like, what are you doing walking around this playground with a rifle out?
I'm protecting my kid, man. You see these other
they
kids?
start
They're vicious.
And then
pretty much.
And then you got the weirdos who are like, if you see someone doing this, take their gun and hold them and arrest them. It's like, do you want to get shot? Because that's how you're gonna get shot. Like, oh, you have a fully loaded AR-15 strapped to your back. Well, I don't like that. Let me just take this fully loaded gun that I don't know how to use and take it from you. That doesn't go over well.
Reminds me of a place I worked at was where if you reported a safety infraction, they would say is, why didn't you stop it?
Why didn't you stop it?
Because the
Oh my God.
motherfucker had a gun.
Why didn't you stop it?
Yeah, they would automatically blame you for reporting it.
Why didn't you
that's the way
stop
to
it?
do it.
Dude, he pulled a knife out on me.
Did you see the size of his gun?
So
Do
I
you
worked.
think that
It's like, dude, see the size of this dude's dick? Why would I try to stop it?
I worked at the state hospital, right?
Mhm.
Which is basically just a mental institution. And on the same grounds is a prison.
Okay.
A maximum security prison on the same grounds. And this happened a few years before I worked there, but some woman went into the prison. She worked there, and she looked at the guy that ran it, and she goes, I bet you that I can sneak a gun in here, and no one will notice until I'm inside of the prison, deep inside.
Oh my god.
And and she goes, if I do this, I don't want to be arrested. I don't want anything. I want to raise. The warden said, okay. And she did it. She snuck a weapon in there. Piece by piece every day.
Mission Impossible
And
style.
no one caught it. She went she kept all the pieces in a bag that she had locked away from everyone else. She was the only one with a key. When she got the last piece in there, she put it in the bag, took the entire bag to the warden's office, and assembled the pistol right in front of him. And she goes, I was able to get this in. And she got a raise.
Nice.
that reminds me of in France to test out the airport security plastic explosive.
Oh my god.
Real plastic explosive. No detonators or anything, but it was still a brick of plastic explosives.
Hmm.
That's
No one
nothing.
caught it. Nobody caught it until the plane landed in the States.
That's wild. That I just want to point out that's nothing. Here in America, we actively send out false alarms of missile tests.
Yeah.
In Canada, we just hope you guys will save our asses. So
Not happening.
that
At least
is,
not me. I will not be there.
Have you seen Canada? It's
know, but-
too big.
but the thing is though, is that's literally like 95% of our defense plan coming from the federal government. Is the states will have our back.
Yeah, sure. The states are. Everyone in the states is just playing violent video games and harming everyone.
I love the fact that no one fucking believes that.
It's so fucking
It's
stupid.
just- I read that and I went, Jack Thompson, are you back?
Jack Thompson.
Back? Like are we going back to 1990? Like 4? Like, what the shit?
Oh my god, video games are harming our children. The video games make people violent. Like, sure, yeah, video games make people violent. How come then 4 point some billion people play Minecraft and nobody has destroyed the White House yet?
No one has gone up there with a diamond pickaxe. They just haven't tried it.
It's because we're all still trying to collect a brick of a square of water.
It's like I want to see someone get just like a full set of diamond armor on and a diamond pickaxe. Jump the fence of the White House and just start trying to mine.
Let me in! Let me in!
Actually amazing how many people jump the fence to try to bum rush the White House and then are surprised at the incredible armed response.
There's your next Area 51.
No, there's no armed response.
Yeah, there is.
Back during Obama, the last president, someone stormed the White House and he got all the way in before he was caught.
Really?
And the last 3 times someone has stormed the White House, they've made it less than 200 yards.
Because they learned from that last time. But this guy, Obama wasn't there. His family wasn't there. They were on a trip somewhere.
That's why it wasn't heavily fortified.
But basically what happened was this guy had like 4 guns in his car, 700 rounds of ammunition, a map of DC with the White House circled and an X crossed through it.
Oh my god.
And a knife.
Oh damn.
He got to the White House. He got pulled over, by the way, a week before this, and he still had all that shit in his car. And the DC police officers who saw this just let him go. You're good to go.
Do you guys know the Bank of America heist?
Excuse me. Keep going.
People are trying to get their fucking fees back. That's what.
No.
Like,
So
give me my student loans back.
Heist was one of the most violent heists in the North American history. Guys rolled up with machine guns, like I mean legitimately fully automatic. It was back in 1990. It was back in 1997, and there were something like 2,000 rounds fired between the cops and the bank robbers.
Jeez.
They basically walked outside, saw the cops, pulled out their fucking machine guns, and just started unloading into police cars and cops.
Damn.
It's an insane thing, but they had something like 10,000 plus rounds of ammo, and in the car, over 20 some guns, most of them fully automatic, and they were both wearing plus to 100 pounds of body armor each from head to toe.
Yeah,
Where
I just
was
looked this up. It was in Hollywood.
It's called the North Hollywood.
Hollywood.
It's called
North Hollywood
the
shootout.
The what shootout?
North Hollywood. But the crazy thing about that was, a few months prior, pulled over, and the same thing happened. Was they found all these guns, all this body armor, all these crowbars and cutters, and basically what the cops described as kit. And due to mishandling of the arrest, had to let them go and give them all their guns back.
Oh my god.
So it's history repeats itself. So
That
Just shows
if
that
you see someone with all this stuff, you're not gonna question it. Like, sir, why do you have 700 rounds of ammunition in your car, 4 guns, a knife, and the map of DC with a circle across the White House?
because I was bored.
on my way to the gun range, and I thought I'd stop by to do some sightseeing.
But
700 rounds of ammo.
amazing,
But 700 rounds of ammo isn't that much ammo. I shoot that much at the range on a weekend.
what's amazing to me is that he had all of these guns and all this ammo in his car. He left it all there and just took the knife.
Man, hey,
Like,
you run faster with the knife. Everybody knows this.
That is a man who wants to die. He did not do it for anything. He wanted to die. Like, that's the only explanation he could come up with of why did he do that.
He knew Trump was going to be president. And he wanted to hide in the bathroom.
And then it's just like, it wasn't even like a Secret Service member or anyone else. It was an off-duty officer that found him.
It was the maid.
I was going to say it was some busboy named Steve, making minimum wage. Just going like, the fuck are you doing here?
I just
The
want to
butler in
point
the
out that
dining
it
room
was,
with a crowbar.
I don't mean anything by this, but it was also the first time a woman was guarding the front gate of the White House.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Hey, we're sexist.
Supergirl.
Let's bring it all the way back around, shall we? To how unrealistic.
Oh my god,
the
it's
sexism
the
in
origin
Supergirl
story of the
is.
newest superhero, the disgraced female Secret Service agent. The first one. She will do anything to protect her job.
Captain Pussypants.
That is
we're-
that's amazing that was said as soon as I started looking at pictures of cats.
Oh my god, we're terrible. We're terrible. We love women here, by the way. We love women. We support women. Maybe not. Maybe not in that overly sexual way, but
We support women, but not in a sexual way. What?
I mean, I
We
don't know.
started this podcast talking about DXD.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
That is true.
But they are all strong,
Slutty women.
large bosomed women. No, not large. They're sleuths, not slutty.
Sleuths. They all want his D. They all want his dick.
They
How do
really
I
do.
look? Like a cheap French harlot.
Like, excuse me, I'll whore myself out for $1 for all those women.
I would do some weird shit for a Big Mac. Like, come on.
well, you'll do a lot of weird stuff for a Big Mac. You'll do amazing stuff for a Whopper.
Fuck no. A Whopper. Our burger at best.
I only edge for Whoppers.
Chef Mike is disappointed in all of you.
I get hard for Whataburger.
That's a Texas thing. I mean, I think that might be a medical
No,
condition,
excuse me.
actually.
It's a Chicago thing.
I have made that stupid Whataburger joke I don't know how many times. Whenever someone I know talks about Texas, I bring up that I want to go to Whataburger alone. Order a meal, sit down, take a single bite out of that burger, just say, "Wow, what a burger," and then leave.
I could see you do that.
That's kind of like making one of those like TV show breakfasts with like 1,000 of everything, like pancakes, waffles, toast, sausages, and eggs, and then like having a single bite and then leaving.
Now you're making me hungry again.
It's complete.
It's 10:22. I could probably hit IHOP.
Yes. Dude, like late night IHOP. Like, not even
late night
drunk
IHOP is
just
always the
late night
best.
IHOP is just amazing.
I've never been to IHOP.
Have you been?
Communist.
Do you have IHOP in Canada?
I actually don't know. Let me Google this.
I'm Googling it.
This is a good. I'm binging it.
Oh, jeez. I spelled Candad.
Good job. Good job. Yes, IHOP
I know
has
countries.
one in
over
Sherwood Park.
16,000 or 1,600 locations throughout U.S., Canada, and certain parts of the world.
I'm just
Let's
saying.
be honest. The U.S. stores are the only ones that matter.
Right.
So, the closest one for me is in Edmonton, which puts it at 25-minute goddamn drive.
I mean, that's not bad. That's not a bad drive.
Yeah, but it's 25 minutes.
Right?
It's brutal.
So here's an idea. You go to IHOP, and then you just drive down here for the Area 51 raid.
Oh my. Just watch everyone
Come
going
down,
to that
hopped
thing
on
next.
Root and Tooty fresh and fruity pancakes.
Damn, want to say that 2 times fast?
I would not like to say it again.
Okay.
I had trouble with it the first time.
I love the fact that as Area 51 is a testing and research facility that covers a large area of land, it had to put out a statement in response to the Area 51.
I know.
And they're like, yeah, if you show up, we'll fucking shoot you.
We'll shoot you. I just want to point out, I am friends on Facebook now officially with the guy who started it, who started this entire thing, because he is everything to me right now. All right, the meme is worth it.
Just watch. Everyone stupid enough to go to Area 51 is either going to get murdered violently by the government.
It's not murder if the military does it defending a base.
I just want to point out, I said no one will show up to this except maybe 16 people max. Mr. Beast made a video where they went to Area 51 and camped outside of the gate to Area 51, and people were going up mentioning the raid and saying they were scouting it out. People are scouting this out.
Oh my god, people are fucking stupid.
I sat there watching this. I'm like, there's gonna be a lot more than 16 people showing up to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
shut the fuck up, Karen. Can't you get with all the Kyles over here and just leave?
I just want to point out
we have the Chads. The Chads are attacking.
This month, before we have the Area 51 raid, this month, we are storming R. Kelly's house.
Oh my god.
Because he cannot pee on us all. And after that, we are also going to be storming the Bermuda Triangle because it cannot swallow all of us.
Excuse me, I would love to worship our Lord and Savior Cthulhu.
Yep.
We have to clap them cheeks of Amelia Earhart's corpse.
Bermuda Triangle actually isn't like they're if you actually include like all oceans and compare the statistics to like planes and boats that have like vanished in the entire oceans, Bermuda Triangle has the exact same rate of disappearances and crashes as every other area in the world.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah. It's just this widely a much wider known superstition than everything else.
It's like anything.
Yeah. Just like with that Malaysian airline disappearance. Yeah.
The sky's a big enough place. Weird shit happens.
Hey, maybe they wanted to go to space and they just pulled a rocket out from storage and just strapped it onto the airplane and went zoom.
I just thought of a horrible storm event, which would be Storm United Air Flights. They can't knock us all out.
Oh. I don't fly.
I don't fly? You will when this comes.
I don't step foot on airplanes. I got inner problems.
So just don't wear ears.
He said internet. Did you say internet or ear problems?
Inner ear problems that make it so I can't I can't pop my ears.
Oh, well, yeah. Just take your ears off and put them in storage.
I am just going to cut my ears off and replicate a artist who actually never did this and move on.
Right? All while eating a Big Mac.
Yes, all while eating a Big Mac and Naruto running towar's Area 51.
Oh my god, they're all gonna die. I hope they live stream it.
Has anyone seen the Rooster Teeth short called Storm?
No, I have not.
Yes. Oh my god, it is
hilarious.
Fucking Chad has become my single favorite person at Rooster Teeth. Just like, I don't know how he did it. He had enough energy drinks and enough, and the Chads and the Kyles. We were enough.
All the Karens died.
And there's that one Florida man.
Florida man died. No.
To be
Florida
fair,
man's-
I'm making an army of meth addicted alligators to ride in the raid. So.
Are you sure it's not laser strapped sharks?
No, it is meth addicted
Lasers.
alligators
Okay then.
from Alabama.
Freaking lasers.
Strapping lasers to sharks.
Specifically alligators from Alabama.
Really? Not alligators from
They're-
New Orleans?
The reason why is because their family tree is straighter than a tent pole.
Excuse me?
I mean, we're talking more incest than hillbilly hamsters, okay?
That just means the bloodline's pure. Come on.
No. It's more incest than hillbilly bunnies.
And the reason why not from Louisiana is because I believe we should build a wall in this country, but it should be around the state of Louisiana.
Maybe
Because
Georgia.
Cajuns. This is a joke I'm stealing, by the way. Because Cajuns should not be considered people.
I mean, if you ever want an army, just make a bowl of gumbo.
I'm pretty sure that is a little bit more racist than what I said.
Gumbo's
Not sure
fucking
how yet.
delicious. I will murder you for a bowl of gumbo. I'm not even from the South. Like, fuck off. like food is delicious.
Says the dude eating a bowl of poutine right now.
It comes on a
Oh.
plate, not a bowl.
Speaking of Canada, all right. As long as I am starting
Letterkenny?
my 20, as long as I am officially announcing I'm running for president for 2033.
You mean Trump
I
is going
am
to be
going
president
to
for
build-
all that time?
I'm going to build a net on the border of Canada and the U.S. to keep out all those goddamn geese.
Nah, just have a bunch of sound cannons, man. You know what? The geese have become such a problem. They removed them from protected wildlife in Canada.
I was
Really?
gonna say they're still protected here in the U.S. and
They're no longer in
Geese?
certain. Yeah, geese. Canadian geese are in certain areas of Canada are no longer classified as endangered or protected because of how fucking not endangered, just not protected because of how
they're
fucking
obnoxious.
like I got one for you. Here's a fun fact. That Miracle on the Hudson, that airplane where the dude landed the airplane on the Hudson River.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because of a Canadian goose.
It was because of a flock of Canadian geese that was not local to the airport. And that was the only reason that the sound cannons didn't work. Because yes, airports have fucking sound cannons to deter birds from getting near the airplanes. Just like airports have fucking drone cannons now. They flying their fucking drones and hitting airplanes that are landing.
Jeez.
Hey! Just because R. Kelly told me that I can fly.
No, we actually had this happen in Canada where we had within a week we had 3 planes struck by drones
Oh my
Oh
god.
shit.
at an airport. And it got so bad that in Canada you need to take a exam and get a license to fly a drone.
Yeah.
Your drone has to be registered. When you purchase it, it's registered and it's regulated now.
In the U.S., there's something similar to that, but it's only like there's a certain weight of drone where it then becomes considered
Yeah,
aircraft.
I
and
think
you need to register it with the like the federal,
Yeah. In Canada it's something like 8.8 pounds or something. Kilos basically. And it has to be able to reach an altitude higher than 100 feet. And then like the restrictions, oh dear God, like you can't legally fly them over a city.
Really?
You can't fly them over roads. Can't fly them near buildings. Can't fly them near airspace. You have to be 5 kilometers from airports and hospitals and over highways, and it's just like the list of things you can't do with drones is absurd now because people kept dicking around with them. Kind of like loot boxes, and the industry refusing to regulate.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Well, no, the industry is not refusing to regulate as of today.
I read that too.
Yeah, because I shared it in the Rooster Teeth group.
Thank you.
Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft are forcing all of their developers next year to show the possibilities of loot boxes.
The drop
And
rates of
that's-
items.
Yeah, and it's gonna, of course, it'll be mandatory for those games. It's gonna be mandatory for all of them. But those will of course be the first games, to get it.
It was bound to happen because, as with anything, it's all the bills going through federal government, all the bills going at local and country levels, and just everything going on. The industry is going to self-regulate to save itself. But
I think, honestly,
fantastic.
Hold on, let me read this ad real quick.
Loot boxes may be legalized in the U.S. soon. Hopefully.
I hope.
Let me pull up this ad real quick.
Sure.
Okay, I gotta read it. Hold on. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with mesothelioma,
We're not sponsored by any drugs or anything.
I would just like to say that this stream is brought to you by Okanagan Apple Ciders. Its smooth and crisp flavor is delicious.
This stream is brought to you by Cardalin. Save now on non-drowsy allergy relief.
Guys, this is clearly brought to you by Casper.
Excuse me, this is
Casper.
brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. We customize. You could save.
Look, Honey is a free app that you can use to save money every time you do it. And My Pillow is the comfiest thing you can use while searching for honey and sleeping on your Casper.
I mean, I use honey. I use honey all the time.
So disappointed.
this episode brought to you by Brondo.
Brought to you by Preparation H. All right.
This episode brought to you by One a Day. One a day and done from Neutral Support.
If you listen to the Absolute Zeros podcast and experience any swelling or unusual symptoms, please don't sue us. Please go see your doctor and tell you if Absolute Zero podcast is for you.
This episode is sponsored by Volkswagen. Drive bigger event. Visit participating Waco Depot dealerships. Now also sponsored by Dell. Save $300 on PCs.
This episode brought to you by Fleshlight. Fleshlight, go fuck yourself.
It's happened. Okay, I think that's the most off topic we have ever gotten.
This episode brought to you by Midol. Period happens.
Oh god, let's not go down this road. Let's turn back. I'm sorry I brought it up. I shouldn't have continued the ghost jokes.
Did you hear about that chick? Did you hear about that chick that married a 10,000-year-old pirate ghost?
Excuse me?
Jit got married to a ghost and then got divorced because it wasn't working out.
Go
I wonder
on.
why.
But apparently they're working it out now, so it's fine.
Huh.
People are fucking.
Did you hear about the woman who married zombie dolls?
Okay then.
It's a real story.
What is the story?
Dude, did you hear about the dude who married his bicycle?
You're about the dude who married his sister.
Yeah,
Shut up about my personal life, okay?
what you guys do down south is none of our business. It's fine.
And what you guys do in Alabama is none of our business. But I mean, whatever. Oh,
I don't care.
so I'm on CosmicBookNews.com right now. So there have been concept art released for the X-Men Dark Phoenix
Mm-hmm.
and the original ending involving Skrulls.
Yep.
I-
That was
have-
the reason for the reshoots, was because they admitted that it was too close to Captain Marvel.
but the thing is though is Dark Phoenix, like, you can't bring in fucking Phoenix this early into a franchise.
Or
What
this
do you mean
late.
this early? This is the second time they've done
I,
it.
I know, but see, the thing is though is no one gave so grew up when fucking X-Men, the idea of a comic book film based off of a Marvel property was mind-blowing. I still have the stacks of magazines with like all like the set shots and like, oh, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, this is going to be fascinating, and like it's just gonna like the hype for the original X-Men was so great that you actually cared about the characters. You cared who Jean Grey was. You cared who Cyclops was. You cared everybody. So when they pulled the Dark Phoenix card in the third one, which I still think the third one, Last Stand, is not as bad as people make it out to be.
Oh
There are
no,
significantly
it's great. It's just it just has it was
much.
just too much and badly executed.
Yeah. I do like the idea of the cure, but I still off topic here, but I still love the fact that all the mutants go stand in line with the cure when there's armed guards outside armed with rifles that shoot the cure.
Hmm.
But yeah, so they originally were gonna have fucking Krell in it. I when I saw the new Spider-Man film, the end credit scene of that film, where the Krell reveal or whatever.
For which one? Far From Home?
Yeah, Far From
The
Home.
I
Skrull.
think we should put a spoiler tag on this.
Nah, it's been a month. It's been a
Okay.
I mentioned there's Skrull in it. I didn't say who was a Skrull. I didn't say jack shit. Literally 90% of the full theater went, who? Who the hell are these people? Because so few people saw Captain
Captain
Marvel.
Marvel. That's funny too, because I saw that. I saw Captain Marvel, and then I saw that scene, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, how long has this been a thing? How long has he been that person? What?
Yes. What is going on? It's like it was brilliant because it looking back, I went and saw the film a second time, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's why everything's off about these
Yeah.
characters now. It's like,
It-
okay, this makes sense. Well done, Marvel, but have to like include all the Marvel's just becoming too bloated. The fucking Marvel Cinematic Universe is way too fucking confusing now.
I saw it twice. I saw it one day, and then I saw it like the next day. And the next day, the second time I saw it, I went with my friend who she doesn't read comics. She just likes the MCU movies. Somehow, and spoiler for the movie, Mysterio's, of course. Is this a spoiler to say his true role in the movie?
no.
Is he's the villain? Like, if
No,
you didn't,
everyone from day one knew that.
she didn't.
Oh, that'd be
She
fun.
genuinely did not know that he was a villain. She looked at me when that scene played, her jaw on the floor, and just looked at me. She goes, "How long has he been evil?" I said, "The entire movie." I'm like, it's Mysterio.
I love the fact that when he talked about the multiverse, correct designations that all the comic books have ever used.
He designated the Earth they were in as 616.
Yeah.
Yeah, even
though it's not.
Even though it's not, yeah.
But on the same token, 616. I know 616 is our timeline, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
Marvel Comics timeline.
Yeah. So I heard that and I went, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I was like 50%. I was like 50-50. I'm thinking either they're gonna make him an alien or they're gonna make him like a really good villain or somewhere in between. And I liked where they took it.
Yeah, I did
I
too.
thought it was really good. Although I'm really curious as to if the Doctor Strange writers knew about this and were just like, "Hey, this is a good idea. Let's do this." You know,
Maybe,
let's
maybe.
do the multiverse.
Like even I'm gonna be more interested to see how they bring Mysterio back because he's not dead, obviously.
Fucking not dead.
We don't know if he's dead. I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think he's dead. I think
He's
he's
obviously
gonna
not
come
dead.
back in the next Spider-Man movie.
He's way too good of a villain.
Yeah.
I have a feeling the next Spider-Man movie is going to do the Sinister Six.
I hope they ease into the Sinister Six. I hope they just give it like 2 more films. Like, but I do like the fact that they're not killing the Spider-Man villains because that was the biggest issue I had with the Sam Raimi films was they kept killing the fucking villains. 20-year-old films. But like
Spoiler for a movie that's been out for over a decade.
Right.
been more than a decade. Jesus Christ.
God damn.
Probably been like 15 years for that film. But it's like, oh yeah, they killed Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Man's greatest enemy.
I'm interested. I'm really interested to see if they're actually gonna do Green Goblin in the MCU, or if they're just not.
don't.
There
I
is
hope
a
they
theory that they are going to do it, but that it's not going to be Osborn. It's going to be Flash Thompson's mom.
I could see that
because
they're
she's
definitely
out of all of his parents, she's the only one they've brought up.
yeah. Well, his
And
father,
the way
his
he's
father
set
too.
up is just like, well, she was brought up a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, especially in Endgame, or not in Endgame, in Far From Home, where he just says, "Did Mother not make it?" You know, like she's not here.
Also,
He did
they
not. Oh, I that scene made me actually feel more sympathy for
yeah,
Thompson
that did.
than anything else.
Also, they never say his last name in any
No,
of
they
the
did.
movies.
It is in the credits,
Credits can be.
It
and
don't
it is also
count.
in the movie. It is also in Far From Home. Spoiler for a sign at the end of the movie. It just says F. Thompson.
Oh, that could be his
Okay.
mom's maiden name.
But I think they will set, because the way
But
they've
yes,
been setting him up.
yeah. See, the third Spider-Man movie will focus heavily on Peter and Flash's relationship.
Oh yeah, especially with the ending of the Far From Home.
Oh my god, I screamed when J.K. Simmons came on screen. I was like,
I lost my
"Fuck yeah!"
fucking hell.
I lost
just-
my mind.
I hope they get Alex Jones to play him in the next movie.
Oh,
Are you kidding?
but-
He's playing Alex Jones.
I mean, he's basically playing the same J. Jonah Jameson from the new Spider-Man video game.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yeah.
I like how they're changing it. They're not making him, you know, a newspaper editor in chief.
I just love the fact that Sam Raimi nailed so many casting choices so fucking perfectly for
It's
the
like
Spider-Man
he
film.
nailed it so hard that no one else can ever portray J. Jonah Jameson.
Yes, that is my exact point. It's like when
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons dies, that fucking role better goddamn die too. So
It's just because he somehow just he became that character.
yeah, well, he became like that. That's what J. Jonah Jameson was in the comics. That's
Yeah.
the personification of J. Jonah Jameson. He's just constantly angry.
He's just
Over the top.
constantly angry. Oh my god. I'm really glad they brought him back. Because
Me
if they
too.
had done that and they'd put someone else, it would have been the low point of the movie.
And I mean, I love the Spider-Man game, but the voice actor who plays J. Jonah in that he's alright as JJ, but he doesn't really sound what J. Jonah should sound like.
Oh, but again, that's because J.K. Simmons has fucking ruined it.
Yeah, he did.
It's kind of like
It's like we can't take our sloppy seconds anymore.
it's like if they did a new Iron Man reboot and did not have Tony Stark being played by Robert Downey Jr.
did like if they did a Iron Man where they had somebody different be Iron Man and just have a continuation of the MCU, because I don't think they're ever going to reboot the MCU.
I don't
I,
think they will.
It's
they're
not
too
gonna die
deep.
anytime soon.
No, and characters have become iconic, and it's one of the few count the actor and actress changes from film to film for characters on one hand.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
I mean,
Mark Ruffalo as Hulk.
yeah, or Don Cheadle was another one.
Yeah, and Don
Yeah.
Cheadle. Well, that's because Terrence Howard went
Went,
insane.
went completely bonkers. But those are the really only two that I can think of that they had to change the actors. Been the same actor for 10 goddamn years.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think they could do that as well. You know,
Well,
at this point,
I mean,
it's kind of
they could change they could change Captain Marvel actors.
they probably
well,
could change Captain Marvel actress, and no
Yeah.
one would notice.
Yeah, because Brie Larson didn't do good.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
but on the same token, they're not going to have another Captain America,
no,
right?
they won't. Well,
Have someone
they
carry the
are.
shield. They're going to have
They
someone.
are and they aren't.
Well, they're going to have Falcon carry the shield.
Well, and they did confirm that in the Winter Soldier and Falcon series, he is going to have the full suit.
That makes me, oddly enough, that makes me so fucking happy.
And we do have confirmation that Tom Holland will be voicing Captain America
Ooh.
in the What If series for
Oh God,
Disney Plus,
I can't wait for that.
because it's going to be animated.
Yeah.
And they showed a teaser for it, and it was Tom Holland voicing Captain America, and they drew it as if it was him as Captain America.
Interesting.
I'm so fucking happy they're making that animated, because that gives them free reign to just go fucking ape shit.
It is.
Yeah, and that was their reasoning why. And they did say is gonna really kind of explore, like, what if this actor was cast as this? You know,
What if
like,
this
what if
event
Robert Downey
happened?
Jr. was Spider-Man?
I still think I know it's not Marvel, but I still think the Flashpoint um idea of what if Bruce Wayne died that night instead of his parents?
Oh yeah.
Dad, his dad becomes like this insane violent Batman, and then his mother fucking becomes the Joker.
Yeah, that'd be a great movie to actually just do.
That's so much. It's just
Maybe for like DC Dark, which is, you know, the second DC movie universe they're making.
DC just doesn't know what to do, or Warner Brothers just doesn't know what to do with DC. They don't care for DC.
I don't think they do.
yeah. I mean,
but they're gonna have to do something, considering that they are making this second universe, and they're starting it off with Joker.
I want to see that so much.
And
It's not even funny.
it's not a surprise. It's not like shocking to anyone. He's made this apparent that he really only wants to do one role. He wants to play that role once. I forgot his name now.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes. That Joaquin Phoenix does not like to play the same role multiple times. He likes to do it once and then he's done. So I think if they are going to do the Dark Universe, they should most likely set it up as that.
Thing is, though, is DC itself has also never done a DC universe. They've never talked about a DC universe.
No.
And it's not like Marvel, who had this massive plan from the get-go.
Yeah, and Kevin Feige even said that they were going to continue with it even if it wasn't profitable.
Yeah, and that's the only reason that it worked out good, was because of him.
And over $7 billion later.
I mean, that they almost fucked it up with Iron Man 3, but you know.
No. Iron Man 3 was good.
Man 3 was shit.
I loved that movie.
Okay. Explain to me why the fuck we would need Iron Man if he has 43 goddamn remote controlled suits that can fly themselves?
That's the thing though, is that
No, no.
while his
Why do
suits
we
can do
need
that,
Iron Man? Why does Iron Man need to exist? He can just fucking build suits and build more suits and have a goddamn army of 1,000 Iron Man suits.
so hold on. That was your problem with the movie. We've seen it before. It's like we know he's building this army of suits. He does that in the comics.
Comics and movies mean nothing and have to be held separately into different standards.
I'm just saying.
Comic books should not influence film, and film should not influence comics, and they should be held
Also,
separately.
I want to point out that they gave away a giant spoiler for Endgame in an interview, and no one caught it.
Which
that.
one?
One of the deaths.
What spoiler?
In Endgame.
Oh, what spoiler?
Because they said that this will give it away, but they said the Russo brothers gave this away. They said the Mark 85 armor is going to be the strongest armor Tony will ever make, and he'll never make one stronger than that ever.
That's not really. I mean, hindsight.
They might as well have just said it at that point.
No, but I mean, that's like some Nostradamus bullshit, where years ago some dude makes a vague comment about Pigman flying, and then they go, "Oh, he must be talking about World War II fighter pilots." Taking something that someone said before, you know now, and trying to find into them.
I mean,
I'm-
from that comment, I would never have guessed that Tony
Yeah,
would have died.
I never in a million years would have thought that
I
Tony
would
died.
have just thought that he had made Mark 85 and stuck with that.
Yeah, I would have
Or
thought that
just
like
given
Mark
up the
85 would be
mantle.
made out of like vibranium or some shit. Yeah, so I was talking to the Wakandi guys, and hey, they gave me a whole shit ton of vibranium. My armor is literally made of the strongest material in the universe.
To me, that does seem like a thing of like they were really kind of hinting at it. They're just like, hey,
It's a really subtle hint that in hindsight makes sense, but at the time it makes no sense to think that Tony would die. Mainly because none of the superheroes have ever died, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well.
yeah, no, not
Yeah.
up to this point, unless, well, there Infinity War, but I don't really want to count that because
Man,
Yeah.
I rewatched War after seeing Endgame.
Infinity Roar.
Infinity War
XD.
fucking hurts to watch that film. You know how it's gonna end, but
Yeah.
it's still like there is so
You
much
still
You're
bitch-
braced
pain.
for it the entire time.
You still bitch cry
Pain.
whenever Peter dies.
I did not cry during that section.
Excuse the fuck me.
I will admit I did not cry during that section.
It
I was
it
like,
was
yeah, he's gone.
it was Cap. It was Bucky. Bucky for me does it,
Mm.
and the look on Cap's face that every god because the amount of bullshit
That was the one
he
that
went
got
through,
me.
fucking that just hurt. Think about but then I think about in the one in Civil War where the move on the chick and it just hard cuts the Falcon
Yeah.
and Bucky and they're just sitting there giving him and they're like,
Yeah,
"Yep,
boy.
you're gonna be fucking tonight."
That one was the one that got me. I'm sorry, it was just a little too soon for me. I was not that emotionally connected to Peter Parker enough to warrant tears.
Yep.
You
I
know,
mean, if
I will admit that obviously at Endgame I cried like a fucking baby at the end of that movie
Mm-hmm.
because not only because of Iron Man's death, but also it was just such a good way to wrap it up.
Yeah.
You know, like this storyline. It was just such a good way to wrap it up.
it was Pepper Potts just walking over
For me,
to the,
it was Peter Parker, him reacting to the death.
it was 100% Pepper Potts. I mean, I've been with my wife for 12 plus years now. We've been married for like 6. That's walking up to her husband and going, shh, it's okay, Tony.
What?
You can stop now. You can sleep. And then just him fucking dying, and then her after he dies just losing her shit gets me every time.
With me, I'm really glad that they didn't go with the ending that they were going to go with.
Which
For
was
that scene where
Okay.
he was going to talk the entire death.
No. There's a worse one. There's a worse one. They released it. Tony dies. Or pulls back from his death,
Mhm.
and every superhero kneels.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I saw that.
I saw that
Easiest-
one. I
it's
would have
the
enjoyed that scene.
Couldn't stop laughing at how cheesy it was. It was. I'm so glad they didn't go with that one and they kept the original because the original is so fucking good.
I'm glad they did it and instead chose to do the funeral one, just because time wise it was a lot quicker.
Also,
You know?
spoilers: the directors told Tom Holland that it was a wedding scene.
Yeah, they told him it was a wedding scene and he had no idea.
He had no
they-
clue.
I can't remember if it was Endgame or Infinity War where they didn't tell anyone the ending until the day they shot it.
It would have
Like
been.
they had the actors in vans. They were taking them to the scene. The actors
It
could
was-
not see out of the vans, and they just said, "Hey, we're shooting the into Infinity War, and here's what it is."
It was Endgame. I
It
think
was
they were
Endgame.
filming. Yeah, because
Yeah,
Chris Pratt.
that was wild to me.
Chris Pratt released a Instagram video. It was from when they were shooting the final battle with Thanos.
Yeah.
And it's just captioned like we were told not to record anything.
I did it anyway.
But holy shit, I could not resist taking this. And it's literally in one soundstage. It's every single live action actor.
Yeah.
And it's like everybody. There was no like, oh, we'll film yours on Tuesday and yours next month. No, for that final fight scene, when it shows all those people together, all those billion-dollar actors together, same soundstage.
It makes sense because you don't want them to like tell each other,
Yeah,
you know, and spoil it for the other person. You want them to all experience it at once.
same token. Just having that many A-list actors together.
Although apparently the
money.
final battle was supposed to be a lot longer than it actually was.
Really? We could have
appropriate.
gotten even more sexiness?
It was supposed to be a full like basically movie on its own.
Oh,
Where it was supposed to have the beginning and then there was actually supposed to be a part where the battle stopped and they all regrouped.
at 3 hours long.
They're all having like their own, you know, like like they're regrouping. They're in these trenches. They're regrouping, and they're having their, you know, meeting, whatever you want to call it. Basically, all the scenes like Iron Man and Peter Parker and all that.
I think Infinity War and Endgame were both just about as damn perfect as you could get
True.
for years of 22 films. Just ending in an era.
Here's what I want to know: how would you have felt if they had done their actual, their actual preferred way of ending Endgame or Infinity War, which was not having the snap in that movie?
I think they made one of the best choices ever.
How would they not have the snap in the movie?
That movie was not. It was supposed to end with him getting all of the stones.
Cut, but then
it was supposed to cut.
The hard cut to black, zooming in on Cap's face.
Oh yeah.
And then realizing I spent a year waiting with no clue, with just like, are they? And you know was amazing to me was between Infinity War and Far From Home, I had that comic book feeling. or it was how are they going to fix this? How are they going to solve this? Which is that's 100%. That's a comic book right there. That's the cliffhanger of every comic book. Is oh, and with the big reveal at the end there, it was like, oh, hey guys, hey webheads, what's
Yeah.
Spider-Man? How's Spider-Man going to get out of this one? That's what it felt like, and it was so fucking cool.
To be fair, I kind of know how they're going to solve this already, which is, and spoiler alert for the movie.
Wait. Oh, I want to interject here. Peter's going to make a deal with the devil.
No.
MJ, give up his firstborn to go back and save Aunt May.
No. We're not doing that. We're not having that fucking storyline in the movies.
Oh my god.
If they do, we riot. That storyline sucked. That was a shitty storyline.
Most hated storyline in comic book history.
What are
Other than the Clone Saga, which was also Spider-Man, by the way.
True.
Also, I think it was Secret War 2 with Captain America.
Oh.
Being a Skrull. Or no, being a Hydra agent.
I kind of enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But then I'm pretty sure they explained it away with it was someone impersonating him.
Yeah, I think it was a Skrull impersonating Cap, but it was still one of those moments where it's like, oh, you're literally taking the epitome of the most patriotic person and going, hey, he supports Nazis.
He's a Nazi.
He's a Nazi. Like, fuck off.
Like at that
like,
point,
no, you just do this for shock value.
Where it's just like, hey, what if Captain America but Nazi?
Yes, but Nazi.
Yeah,
like,
I even reported on that on a long ago video, but yeah, that was fucking stupid.
I swear to God, if they do the Clone Saga, I'm gonna riot. Heads will roll.
I just want more Spider-Verse. That's all I want right now.
Yeah, man. There's even talk of doing a live-action Spider-Gwen movie.
That would be cool.
It's Ghost Spider. It's not Spider.
I want them to bring back oh god, what's his name? Tobey Maguire, and have him as a villain in the movies.
I want to see them do the scenes from the Spider-Verse comics. It's where two Spider-Men run into each other during the final battle, and they go, "Hey, that guy look like that dude from Seabiscuit over there?" Yeah, he's Spider-Man though, and doesn't that guy look like that other famous actor? Yeah. Where are you from? New York. Yeah, same. Your Uncle Ben died? Yep. And it's just so stupid, but so good at the same time. But yeah, no, Spider-Gwen changed her name because she was never known in the comics as Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
Spider-Woman.
Mm-hmm.
But there's already a Spider-Woman.
There's always been a Spider-Woman. So they changed her name to Ghost Spider. Damn, 6 issues behind. Fucking hell.
I can live with that. Because like the only other time we've had something close to that was that Spirit Spider thing where it was like, oh, what if Spider-Man became the Ghost Rider?
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah.
But Spider-Verse, man. Spider-Verse, Spider-Gwen. Fucking hell. All those are brilliant.
And
that's like yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And now that Disney has all the Fox properties, they're wanting to reboot a lot of shit.
Home
Home Alone reboot.
All the other sequels they did?
Cheaper by the Dozen, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Night at the Museum.
That Diary of a Wimpy Kid needs a reboot. I'm sorry.
They made like 3 films of that.
No, they've made more. And the problem is that because they kept making them, the actors aged out. They legitimately, like, those actors that were in, like, the first 3 movies aren't in them anymore.
Hold on. I have a solution. And they're using it already. They used it in It. Children.
De-aging children. I thought you were going to say, orgy in the,
Sewers.
orgy in the sewers.
Are any of you looking at the stream right now?
Yes, I am. Question: why are you showing me Macaulay Culkin?
Because he's a god.
Because Macaulay Culkin is the greatest thing we've seen. Does anybody here watch Red Letter Media?
On occasion.
Macaulay Culkin has made multiple guest star appearances on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like he goes into the most
kind of interesting.
To the most beautiful tangent on the Warriors and why the Warriors is the greatest film ever. Because they had Macaulay Culkin on for Hackers, the greatest hacking film of all time. Hack the planet.
No, the greatest hack film of all time is Sneakers.
Nope, don't know that one. And he did Warriors, so.
Oh, he was in Warriors?
Review of Warriors. Red Letter Media has a segment called Review, like rewind kind of thing, where they look at old classic films and they review them for nowadays. Learned that there's a movie that's like The Warriors called basically the plot of The Warriors, but it's a musical in the 80s. Yep, and it's a movie no one fucking has heard about. And it's amazing.
I just still can't get over this image of Macaulay Culkin.
It makes me so happy.
It's like,
dude. I mean, it's when you see your friend who like did all the heroin and cocaine and got really skinny, and then he's put on like 20 pounds, and you're just like, I'm so proud of you for recovering from your drug addict issue.
That is the physique and image of a man who
just doesn't give a shit.
He's past his prime and does not care.
Just embraced it completely.
Oh, by the way, I saw that or was it Andy Serkis is actually confirmed to direct Venom 2.
Yes.
I have a question for you. Has he ever directed anything?
Yes.
I think he has.
Because I read that and I went, wow, fuck yeah, that's going to be brilliant. Is Tom Hardy confirmed to come back?
I think
so, yeah.
The best part of Venom was Tom Hardy arguing with himself.
Yeah. Though I think that I hope that he gets better direction and better writing for this, but yeah.
It was still so much fun.
It was a fun movie. It was.
I like how you asked, has he directed anything, and the answer was yes. He's directed 4 things so far.
Yep.
He's directed Breathe.
I don't know
he's
that
directed it was a movie from 2017 apparently. He's directed a TV movie called The Ruins of Empires.
Got good ratings.
And he also directed a 2018 movie called Mowgli Legend of the Jungle.
Oh god, that was terrible.
And he's also announced to direct this movie. I've never heard of it. I don't think anyone has. Venom 2. Don't know what the fuck that's about.
I don't know either. It looks like a horror movie, but it's I don't know. It could be something good. He also directed a good portion of the Hobbit movies as well.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh wait. What happened?
Hello.
Hi.
I can hear.
Someone's gone.
So that's
Oh. Then there was 2.
Then okay, well, that Seeing behind the curtain here. Yeah, that happened. Okay then. Well.
I think we just. Oh, he's back.
Is he?
I closed the wrong webpage. I got too many things open right now.
Why?
It
That
it
is
it it, it,
that is
cut
not
off
a
at
pro
the
gamer move.
the best part. I was just talking about how the weirdest boner about the Lady Venom, and
I mean, you're
Venom
not
there.
wrong. You're not wrong. That is
Well,
weird.
who is that Mortal Kombat chick with the weird teeth?
Yes.
Melina or something like that? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
Melina.
No fucking
Yeah.
clue.
It's like when you get you get kind of like a half chub and you just like then she takes off. It's like it's pure teeth and eats the dude's head and you're just like,
Yeah.
do I want to? Do I not? Keep the paper bag on.
Do I want the prey mantis style of life?
So apparently
Don't you hate it when she rips
Venom
your head
2 has an October 2020 release date. So far. I'm sure they will push
hope
it
they
back
go
to
into
2021.
I hope they go into Carnage hardcore because
I
Carnage
think
is
they will.
so fucked up, man.
Carnage is they really need to go R-rated for this.
That's what I thought about Venom, and they went PG-13, and I didn't see it because of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually for a PG-13 film, remarkably graphic.
Okay.
I mean,
Like-
it's definitely a fun time. It's not well written, but it's a fun time.
When you say remarkably graphic for PG-13, are we talking like Poltergeist style graphic?
Like he still eats people.
He still eats people on screen.
Okay.
Like there's no
I think he rips a
blood,
dude.
but he
Also rips a dude in half at one point too.
yeah.
But like no blood shown. So it's like they filmed it to be R-rated, and they just did like the
Well, they
Die
did.
Hard.
They TV
They
movied it.
did. Yeah, they did film it to be R-rated,
Yeah.
and then they cut it down.
They TV movied it.
It's like Live Free or Die Hard.
Oh,
The only
God.
difference between the R-rated cut and the PG-13 cut, there's no blood in the PG-13 one.
That is kind of funny.
Stupid.
And all they did was they went over all the squibs and digitally erased them.
Really?
That's the only difference between the R-rated lip. And he says "yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker" instead of "yippee-ki-yay, mother," and then shoots himself, which is still the most baller thing
That was by far,
John McClane has ever done.
in my opinion, that
Go ahead.
was the worst movie.
I think you're mistaken because Die Hard 5 is the worst fucking Die Hard film.
Oh, okay,
ever.
yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah, I was thinking of
Different.
that one.
Yeah,
You
Live
guys
for
are
a
gonna
Die Hard.
hate me. I've never seen a Die Hard movie.
You should. You
How have you not seen the greatest Christmas movie ever in existence?
Number one, I refuse to call it a Christmas movie just
How
because it takes place
fucking
at
dare
Christmas
you?
time
I'm
does
gonna
not make it a
boot you from the
Christmas
stream
movie.
now.
Guys, calm down. You need to see Die Hard.
I have a good streak going, goddammit, and I'm not gonna break it.
Fuck your streak. Fuck your ass. I'm gonna suck your dick, and you're gonna watch it.
That took a
got-
turn.
Whatever.
That
that
got your
got-
attention, didn't it?
Someone's getting a free dick sucking.
Are we talking like? Yeah, the grandma that went on a wild gum sucking spree, or no?
Oh my god.
Gum jobs?
Sing-
Anyone? No. Okay.
No.
All I can think of is Yes Man with Jim Carrey. Where the old lady just takes the dentures out, puts
Yeah.
them down,
Yeah.
and then, like his buddy shows up. Hey, are you Mrs. Yep. Can we go upstairs?
Oh my god. Yeah.
But yeah, no, Andy Serkis. Never seen any of his other films, so don't know how it's gonna go. But caps and his directions, because I know that I know that he's directed certain mocap scenes.
The Mowgli. Well, yeah, he's directed all the mocap scenes for for the
Planet
Planet of the
films.
Apes movies.
Yeah, which
But
is why they
the
look so
Mowgli
good.
movie is on Netflix. Netflix bought it from Warner Brothers instead of actually letting it go to theaters, which is
Okay.
probably a better thing because it was pretty bad, but it was an interesting take on the Jungle Book story.
I just refuse to see like I just can't watch the live action Disney reboots anymore. My wife dragged me on Friday to Lion King
Oh God, you poor man.
and 100% attest that it's a shot for shot remake.
It's terrible.
32 minutes of padding. Just I literally went home from the theater that I have on DVD and just watched it and then just got mad.
Oh
You,
wait, which
you,
one?
You watched The Lion King in theater, got back home, watched the 1994 version just to wash your mouth out.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
You guys are gonna hate me again. I enjoyed The Lion King, the
it
remake
was
they did.
it wasn't a bad film, but the thing is though is what
It's not as bad as people are making it seem. It's really good. No, it's not shot for shot.
it is
Which
shot for shot.
it's not
It
shot for shot.
it is. It is shot for shot. Right down to like the way the elephants walk, the birds and cuts and the musical beat and pace.
But I enjoyed it. I thought they did it as good as they could have
It felt soulless
with
to
what
me
they were doing.
It's because the
And
animals had no emotions.
because they pushed it too far into realism. Can never shake the why is the lion talking to me vibes. You know,
did you ever watch The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
Yes.
both
I
all
am
three
used to it
versions.
because of that.
You what?
I've seen all three versions.
I thought you said all three virgins there for a second, and I was getting
Like,
really
excuse
concerned
me?
here.
Can I have one?
No, virgins suck, man. You know, you want the truly like trained sleuths. That's what you want.
Um,
You were saying?
and I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of used to it because I remember that. You know, Aslan in that movie is not very emotive.
But I don't know. I mean, in theater, but when I went back and watched the '94 version, I did the same thing with Aladdin. I should probably stress that, and I did the same thing with Beauty and the Beast. I saw the live action remakes and then immediately went home and watched the animated
Me,
version.
me and my sister hated the live action Beauty and the Beast movie.
I loved it because of Emma Watson.
Emma Watson was terrible in that movie.
Did you hate it? Did you hate it because it had a gay character? Huh? Huh?
Yeah, that's the reason.
Fucking bigot. God, Nazi.
Fucking dipshits. Anyways,
You invited us on.
this is
Yeah, I just
true.
want to point that out.
This is true. I can boot you guys whenever I want, but anyways, we should probably stop because it's already 11:22. Jeez.
We didn't even talk about Rooster Teeth and all the trouble they've been in for the last week.
Okay, I saw the shirt. Right.
It made me very uncomfortable.
I saw the shirt and I was like, okay, it's a good shirt. I like that design. I would really love to see the people that are outraged about this if they love Harley Quinn and the Joker as a couple.
Like like
And
the
then look at
shirt.
those
The
people
shirt
go,
isn't even.
"Hmm?"
The shirt isn't even the hard bit that I'm
not even that
mad
offensive.
about because it's an innocent mistake. It's not very many people were that mad about it. They were just like
Uncomfortable.
you guys probably shouldn't have done this and whatnot. Like
I mean,
like that is like they weren't
if
even
you've seen
outraged.
comments on the Rooster Teeth first fan page, it's basically if I saw this pre-season volume 3, like back in like the Black trailer,
Mm-hmm.
sure, 100% because I liked it, but it's just lovers quarrel on it.
Yeah, I agree.
It,
It
it
was probably, it's not the smartest idea, but at the same time, I think a lot of people are overreacting to it.
the thing is though is you only find, as far as I could tell on Twitter, there was only a handful of people who were like
Yeah.
venomously offended by this.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a I'm not going to say minority or majority, but there was a large portion just not okay with this. Like, this is kind of a miss kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I
But
think Rooster Teeth kind of pulled it, more for the fact it was just a little bit pushing the abusive relationship a little too far. And in regards to Joker and Harley Quinn, she fucking left the asshole. She's with Ivy, so fuck off.
got that sweet, sweet lesbian action.
But no, because I have a lot of people, right, that will, like, I have a few friends on my profile that have said that they want a relationship like Harley Quinn and the Joker. I'm like, no, you do not.
It's
I
like,
want a
what fantasy are you living in?
It's like, if that is goals for you, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I want the relationship that Gomez and his wife has.
Oh yes, hell yes.
That's my relationship goal.
Gomez and Morticia Adams, hell to the fucking yes.
What else happened with Rooster Teeth this week? Because
Not
I
just this week, but this past few months, because Matt, because with Matt updating everyone that they're raising the prices for first memberships.
yeah,
Like
I'm angry about that.
the
It's
first
worth it at this point, honestly.
for
As long as they don't charge like $12 or anything.
for
It's
1 month
60.
for 1 month it's going from $4.99 to $5.99, which is basically $5 to $6. For 6 months is going from $20 to $32.99 or $33, and for 12 months it's going from 36 to $60.
Now the issue I have with this is that every other pay increase I've ever done, they grandfathered in the old rates.
And this time they're doing away with that.
I've been with Rooster Teeth almost 8 years now, so I've already been grandfathered in, I think, twice now
Mm-hmm.
with pay raises. This pay increase is not a double in for me; it's a triple in, and my entire budget has always revolved around that $30 that I give, because a Canadian dollar to American dollar right now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
With this increase, it's jumped from $30 Canadian to within shot of $100 a year for me.
God damn.
So I'm angry about it. I'm annoyed about it. Am I going to cancel my first? No. I'm just going to budget around it. But I don't know. It's
And you get a free copy of their new game, Vicious Circle, on PC with their annual subscription.
has anybody played it?
I've actually played it, and it's pretty decent.
An uncooperative multiplayer asymmetrical. It's an asymmetrical, right?
I don't know. I've never really played first person shooters.
I mean that, like, there's a team of 4 players, but then a player's playing the monster as well,
I guess.
or is the monster AI controlled?
Monster. I don't know. I think the monster is a person.
Yeah, because then it's an uncooperative asymmetrical team. Oh, basically, and it's like that's a really cool concept. That, like, you're fighting together to survive, but you're also fighting each other because you're dirtbag mercenaries. I love that. And $20 American. That's goddamn, for me. That would be close to $170 a year.
And then
Yeah.
and then you have the Rooster Teeth First Plus, which is basically the Rooster Teeth Double Gold packet, which is $120 US.
But 50% off international standard shipping.
Mm-hmm. And free domestic shipping. And you get a free copy of Vicious Circle and the Founders Pack Vicious Circle.
And a unique first plus to let everybody know that you're better than them. Kind of like the old double gold. I've fucking loved it. I have so
I
many,
just this has not been a good year publicity wise
especially with like the whole Vic
for
thing and
Rooster
all
Teeth
that.
with Vic Mignogna
Yeah.
and then the Glassdoor reviews.
Oh, correct me if I'm wrong here, but those Glassdoor reviews for Rooster Teeth are nothing new. 3
No, they
years.
aren't. They've been on there for a while, and just people probably haven't noticed it until now.
Wait, what are
I
you
know
talking about?
the Glassdoor. It's a website that you've reviews for jobs you've worked at.
Mm-hmm.
With Rooster Teeth, there was Glassdoor posts talking about how the crunch was insane. They were working like 90-hour weeks.
It's not just that. They were all all the ones that I saw were from the animation department, and it was talking about the crunch and all that, but it was also talking about how management. They said management, but if you watch that, it's about Matt, Bernie, and Gus and them, and how it says that they don't know how to run it.
Yeah, but the thing is though is that Matt hasn't run the place in a while. He was replaced by CEO
Ezra.
Ezra. I think Ezra's been replaced as well now, hasn't he?
I think so.
I think Ezra was replaced, but he left.
Yeah.
I think
After
he actually said, I'm going to go over here and do this.
I think yeah, he left on good terms, I think is what it was.
Here we go. Company reviews for Rooster Teeth. 2.1
yeah, but the biggest
stars.
thing here,
Jeez.
Yeah.
with this is you read through this, take it with a grain of salt. Years back, people were using the same website and they were talking about how there was multiple people doing reviews. If you're management, if you're a supervisor, management, or if you're just another worker, you don't matter, and it's all about the on-air personalities.
Mm-hmm.
Be fair, that's kind of how fucking Rooster Teeth makes money.
Yeah.
Is with the on-air talent. So I get that. Unpaid overtime for I don't know. I've worked so many unpaid overtime hours that it doesn't faze me. Kind of the nature of the jobs I'm in, so
Yeah, I can get that.
Anyways. So let's talk about Vic Mignogna now.
Oh God, let's not.
No. He's still going through his lawsuits. He doesn't have a hope in hell of winning that.
We'll see about that. Everyone has a chance. Everyone has a roll to die.
By the way, I hate when people say
everyone
he was fired by Rooster Teeth. He was not fired by Rooster Teeth.
Was not
he never worked at Rooster Teeth.
No, he was a
they
contract.
Just dropped their contract with them.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Kara. Kara doesn't work for Rooster Teeth anymore. It hasn't worked there for a long time, but she still voices Weiss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Its voice actors are contract workers. They're just not renewing your contract.
Yeah.
Really take Glassdoor with a grain of salt.
Oh yeah, most of these are just dumb too.
They're just dumping on the company.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think we can stop it there. So thank you everyone who stuck around the live stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this shit show. Sorry for being late.
I'm gonna say
again.
I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
No, I was not gonna say it.
Okay, fine. Fuck you.
We're not ending this on a racism note.
I mean, we could.
Women. We all love every race equally. and we all hate you. Ugh.
Oh my fucking god. Anyway, yeah, so anyways, once again, I've been Josh. We had Alessandro on a while ago. We have Evan and Steven. So we will see you guys next time. Don't forget to hit those buttons, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.